4 of fluid mechanics quick revision note. First we have boundary layer. So this is a boundary layer diagram. There is a flat plate and layer near the plate is called boundary layer, where velocity is approximately equal to 0. V infinity is velocity of free stream, freely flowing, and at this point this is the thickness given as rho, which is boundary layer thickness. Here the velocity of fluid is almost equal to V infinity, velocity of free stream, and V is our velocity gradient. And we know that in case of laminar flow, Reynolds number is less than or equal to 5 into 10 to the power 5, and in turbulent zone Reynolds number is greater than equal to 5 into 10 to the power 5. Then we have displacement thickness. It is vertical distance up to which boundary should be displaced so that loss in mass flow rate can be accommodated. So displacement thickness given as rho star is equal to integration of dy. It is given as 1 minus v by v infinity. V is velocity gradient, v infinity is velocity of free stream, into dy integrated from 0 to rho being the boundary layer thickness. Then we have momentum thickness. It is given as denoted as theta, which is equal to u by u infinity into integration of 1 minus u by u infinity into del y integrated from 0 to rho. Rho is boundary layer thickness. So basically d star, which is rho star, which is our displacement thickness, by theta, which is momentum thickness, would give us shape factor. Shape factor is displacement thickness by momentum thickness. Next we have energy thickness, denoted as rho double star, and energy thickness is vertical distance from boundary layer up to which boundary should be displaced so as to accommodate loss in energy, and denoted as rho double star. It is equal to u by u infinity integration of 1 minus u square by u infinity square into rho y integrated from 0 to rho, and rho is boundary layer thickness. U is basically our local velocity close to the plate, and u infinity is free stream velocity, basically the same thing. It is v for local velocity close to plate and v infinity free stream velocity, and u by u infinity is equal to y by rho, and this is velocity profile. Then we have skin coefficient, denoted as Cf, which is tau w by 1 by 2 rho u infinity square. U infinity is free stream velocity, and tau w is u into du by dy at y is equal to 0. So tau w comes out to be mu. Tau w is, I will repeat, mu into du by dy at y is equal to 0. So it is equal to mu into u infinity by rho. Rho is boundary layer thickness. Next we have for laminar flow, in case of pipe, Reynolds number is less than 2000, and for turbulent it is greater than 2000, and in case of plate, Reynolds number is less than 5 into 10 to the power 5, and for turbulent it is greater than 5 into 10 to the power 5. Then we have drag force. It is opposing force which take place in opposite direction of motion of body, and it is denoted as Fd, which is equal to 1 by 2 Cd into rho a v square. Cd is drag coefficient, rho we know is density, a area, v velocity. Then we have drag stress, which is denoted as tau d. It is equal to Fd by area, so it would be equal to 1 by 2 Cd rho v square, and Fd drag force is directly proportional to area by under root of length. Then we have Blasian relation for laminar and turbulent flow. So boundary layer thickness given by Blasian relation for laminar flow is rho is equal to 5x by root RE. This is basically relation between thickness of boundary layer and Reynolds number. And in case of turbulent flow, rho is given as 0.371x by RE to the power 1 by 5. Let me repeat, rho is equal to 0.371x by RE to the power 1 by 5. Drag coefficient for laminar flow is CDL is 1.328 by root RE, and CDL for turbulent flow is, drag coefficient for turbulent flow is 0.074 by RE to the power 1 by 5. Skin friction coefficient for laminar flow is CFX is 0.664 by root RE, and for turbulent flow CFX is 0.058 by RE to the power 1 by 5. And if in case velocity profile is not given to us, then we use Blasian relation to find our boundary layer thickness. Next we have dimensionless analysis, and we know force is equal to Newton, which is mLT minus 2, velocity is meter per second, which is LT minus 1, and kinematic viscosity denoted as mu is equal to meter square per second, which is L square T to the power minus 1. So these are our fundamental units for fluid mechanics. These are fundamental units, and from here we can derive the secondary units called as secondary dimensions. So for dimensionless analysis, two methods are there, Rayleigh's method and Buckingham Pi method. In Rayleigh's method, 3 to 4 variables are present, and in Buckingham Pi method, if n variables and m fundamental dimensions are there, then number of dimensionless number would be m minus n, which would be equal to pi terms. Then we have forces in fluid mechanics, which first is inertia force, which would be equal to mass and acceleration. So Fi, inertia force, is m into a, which is rho L square V square. Then we have viscous force denoted as tau, or it is also called as stress, which is mu du by dy. So tau mu is equal to mu du by dy is stress. So Fv, viscous force, is mu Lv. Then we have surface tension, Fs is equal to sigma into L. This is surface tension force, and surface tension is denoted as sigma. Then we have elastic force, which is equal to KL square. K is bulk modulus of elasticity. K is bulk modulus of elasticity, and it is equal to K into area. Then we have pressure force, FP. It is pressure into length square. Gravity force, mg, which is rho L cube g. This is rho, this is pressure. And then we have dimensionless numbers. Few dimensionless numbers are there. First is Reynolds number. It is flow through pipe. For flow through pipe and fully submerged flow, Reynolds number is used. Re is inertia force by viscous force, given as rho Lv by mu. Then we have Euler's number, and in case of cavitations, Euler number is used. Eu denoted as Eu, which is under root of inertia force by pressure force. So it would be V by root pressure by density. Then we have Weber number. Weber number is root of inertia by surface tension, which is V by under root sigma, which is surface tension, by rho into L. It is for capillarity and free surface force flow. Then we have Froude number. Froude number denoted as Froude, F-R-O-U-D-E, Froude number, which is under root of inertia by gravity, which is L by root GL. It is for spillways, and it tells if the fluid is supercritical or subcritical. Then we have Mash number denoted as M. It is for jets, supersonic jets, and compressible flow. It is equal to under root of inertia by elasticity, which is V by root K into rho. And bulk modulus we know is inversely proportional to compressibility. So one easy method to learn all these is that you can notice in Reynolds number, Euler number, Weber number, Froude number, and Mash number, the numerator is always inertia. So Reynolds number is easy to learn. It is inertia by viscosity. For Euler number, it is then all the other numbers are in terms of under root. So under root inertia by some force, under root inertia by some force, under root inertia by some force, under root inertia by some force. So Euler is inertia by pressure, Weber surface tension, Froude gravity, mass elasticity. So now you can easily learn all these in one go. Next we have model similarity. Model is replica of basically prototype, in which we have geometric, kinematic and dynamic similarities. Geometric similarity, we have LP by LM is equal to PP by BM is equal to LP by L, TP by TM, which is equal to R. This L is length of prototype by length of model, breadth of prototype by breadth of model, and LR is their geometric similarity relation or length ratio. First we have kinematic similarity. It is given as velocity at any time is equal. So velocity of model by velocity of prototype would be equal to v2 of model by v2 of prototype. Dynamic similarity is forces at any time is equal. So F1 of model by F1 of prototype would be equal to F2 of model by F2 of prototype. Next is model law. There are two model laws are there, Reynolds model and Froude model. Reynolds model is Re for model is equal to Reynolds number for prototype. So it is rho v L by mu for model is equal to rho v L by mu for prototype. And then we have our density ratio. Rho R is rho p by rho m, rho for prototype, rho for model. VR velocity ratio, which is velocity of prototype by velocity of model. Mu R being the which is equal to mu p by mu m, and LR is LP by LM, length and viscosity. So these are scale ratio for density, velocity, dynamic viscosity and length. Then we have Froude model, which is FR for model is equal to FR for prototype. So Froude number for we know is V by root GL for model would be equal to V by root GL for prototype. So time ratio in case of Froude model is time of our prototype by time of model. It is equal to root of LR. LR is LP. LR is our length of prototype by length of model, and VR, which is velocity ratio, which is equal to LP by VM. It is also equal to root LR, and it is equal to root of LP by LM, model by prototype by model. And FR is equal to Froude number is equal to Froude number of prototype by Froude number of model, which is equal to LR cube, L being the length ratio cube. Then we have QR, which would be QP by QM, and it is equal to LR to the power 2.5 is equal to LP by LM to the power 2.5. And for pressure, PR is PP for prototype by PM for model is equal to LR to the power 3.5. So R is for ratio, in subscript R is for ratio, and P is for prototype, M is for model. So with this we complete our fluid mechanics quick revision note. Next we are going to start practice question based on it.